What's going on, internet freaks and weirdos? My name is TechnoJesus, and I'm going to be talking about one big thing about Call of Duty, and that is how to improve the overall connection in the game itself. Now, as we know, Call of Duty Ghosts, it does have a very good connection. It's basically lag-free. Terrible game in general, but hey, we can only have one or the other, I suppose. But the thing is, I think we need to, or not we as in the community, but we as in Sledgehammer and them, the guys that produce the games, I think they need to solidarily look at the netcode itself. And you're going to be watching in the background Marvel vs. Capcom 2 gameplay. This isn't a match where I was in I think the ping I had with the guy was 40. I'm getting thrashed, but it doesn't matter. Look at the gameplay. It's still a smooth 60 FPS, which every fighter should be. And not just that, it's also because the ping is so low. I don't have to drop frames. Neither of us drop frames, I don't think. I don't see when I'm, going through this in the new Sony Vegas that I just got. Woohoo, by the way. But I think what we need to do is have online, maybe not online gamers, but maybe competition goers like Justin Wong, guys that play online, even Maximilian, dude, test around with Call of Duty's netcode, go through with Capcom's netcodes, because Capcom, they don't make they don't always make the most perfect games anymore, but they can make a hell of a netcode. Especially for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, even though they don't own the license to that game anymore. You can still get Marvel vs. Capcom Origins, which is 2 for 1 deal. It's only like $10, maybe 20. But you play that, that's even less laggy than Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is, and it's also it still has a competitive vibe to it too. And I think that netcode and that competitive vibe needs to be put into Call of Duty, because the competitive vibe comes with the netcode, basically. Because if we're playing on servers where I consistently connect to guys, and I'm on Wi-Fi with my PS3, I connect to people with 30 pings on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's a consistent. That's not just one time it's happened. I have multiple pictures on my phone of it happening day in and day out. I can play in the morning, I'll find a guy with a 30 ping. I think the highest I've ever found is a 400 ping. Probably not in my country. He probably wasn't in the Americas, but still. I still think it's really cool that, not maybe cool, it's still good. The netcode is that good that I can connect to people and make it feel like I'm playing offline. Killer Instinct does the same thing. If we can combine the netcodes of those two fighters and put it into Advanced Warfare, I almost called it Warfighter because I'm thinking Medal of Honor for whatever reason. This could be an actually good Call of Duty because of that netcode. That would benefit it so much more than just saying, oh, we have an innovative campaign, which they do. I'll admit it. It looks like Titanfall made interesting because it's mixed with Crisis. I fucking love me Crisis, and I never really got to play Titanfall. It didn't look too interesting to me, and it kind of died out really fast. So if we put the graphics of those two games together and the gameplay of those two games together, and we put the netcode of the Marvel into the new Call of Duty, it would end up as probably being better than MW2 was. There was a lot of bullshit in MW2, granted. There's probably going to be a lot of bullshit in Advanced Warfare, but we also remember MW2 is the greatest one because of how much fun we had, because the netcode in that was so solid. If we can make it the netcode in Advanced Warfare, we could potentially maybe make another MW2. I suppose that's just my thoughts, though. I'm TechnoJesus, and I'm out. Peace, guys.